Now at 8, after last week's heavy rain, landslides are continuing to impact roads across our area. Which road closures you'll need to look out for and how to get around them, that coming up in a live report. And later, a stunning act of heroism out of Washington as a fire battalion chief helps clear fallen trees and power lines out of the road for a woman who was in labor in the middle of a storm. We'll hear his story in just a few minutes. Plus,
and the Oscar goes to...
And the Oscar goes to...
And the Oscar goes to...
And we are recapping the biggest night in Hollywood. All the top wins and history-making moments from the 98th Oscars coming up as your news at sunrise, streaming live on KGW Plus, starts right now. Good morning and thank you for joining us on your Monday. I'm Matthew Herchik. China Green has the morning off. Rod Hill and Chris McGinnis, though, are still here with me with a look at our weather and traffic and a pretty good start to the week, Rod.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice day. We're already seeing the cloud deck, which is fairly high, start to thin out in spots. A little bit of sun has been coming through Salem. The cherry blossoms starting to show their color, 46 degrees. Here's downtown Portland, which has seen some sun. You see a little bit of it bouncing off of a big pink on the right side there, 47 is the number out the door. And here's our day, 55 degrees at noon. We'll get up to about 68 for a high. The warmest we've been this year is 62. So you will definitely feel the difference when it feels like spring, which of course starts officially this coming Friday. Here's Chris.
In a word, wow. All right, we pick it up on a serious note here with a traffic alert in Polk County. ODOT reporting a serious crash on Highway 18 about 1 mile west of Valley Junction. That has the highway closed right now. This happened at about 6:30 this morning, or 6:15, I should say. The highway's been closed since. There is a local detour set up, says ODOT. No word on any injuries or the extent thereof, but again, the road is closed and we will keep you posted. Locally, the freeway drive getting busier, but so far nothing way out of the ordinary. Your I-5 drive, 20 minutes to get you in from Main Street to the Fremont Bridge. There's a live look at the Banfield out near 82nd Avenue. That's starting to tighten up a little bit. Right now, the trip in from Troutdale, just shy of 30. Matthew?
Chris, thank you. And right now, several streets in Portland remain closed this morning after landslides, trees, and power lines fell during the heavy rainstorms last week. Devin Haskins is live in Southwest Portland with a look at what's closed and a warning from city officials. Good morning, Devin.
Yeah, good morning, Matthew. We're here near the OHSU campus at Southwest Fairmount Boulevard and Markham Hill Road. You can see the road closed behind me, just up the street here. One of those landslides that you just mentioned, blocking part of the road, keeping it closed for the time being. And PBOT says that it could be a little bit of an extended closure. We want to show you some other road closures that the city has listed on their website. There are 5. This at the same time as you're looking at this road or the landslide here near OHSU. A lot of these road closures related due to down power lines, trees and landslides that have come down. Here near OHSU, the city says the slide will require additional work and stabilization and maybe an extended closure. They say they are still in what they're calling the assessment phase. Now, another landslide that's causing some issues for local traffic in Southwest Portland. This one, Southwest 45th Drive between Garden Home Road and Taylor's Ferry. Crews cleared the slide debris, but city officials also warned of a looming hazard above. The city says last week there was a crack in the hillside that moved a little bit, and they worried that if more rain came, it could move again. With all of these road closures and stuff still drying out, with those signs, they do want to warn drivers to heed that attention to the road closed. Do not drive past them. It's something they have seen cars do since they've been putting them up, and it is up there for your safety as well as any crews that are also maybe up there tending to those landslides. Back to you.
All right, Devin, thank you very much. We appreciate that. And people can now return to an RV park in Columbia County after floodwaters receded yesterday afternoon. Flooding at River's Edge RV Park in Clatskanie forced hundreds of people out on Saturday morning. Emergency officials say the rising waters were caused by the atmospheric river breaking a 100-foot section of a levee around the Clatskanie River. And crews worked to rescue several teenage hikers in Lincoln County Saturday. North Lincoln Fire and Rescue said they were called after a hiker slipped and fell down a steep cliff in the God's Thumb area of Lincoln City. 2 other hikers stayed at the top of the cliff but weren't able to reach the one who fell. Witnesses who saw the fall helped guide first responders. With the help of a Coast Guard helicopter, the hiker who fell was rescued and treated and then reunited with the other 2. Meanwhile, in Washington, a fire battalion chief came to the rescue just in time. Fallen trees and power lines blocked a North Bend woman in labor from getting to the hospital Wednesday night. Every road was blocked, and the Eastside Fire and Rescue Battalion chief said he was the only first responder available. A North Bend utility crew helped out, cutting the power and clearing debris to open a path. He said the couple met in the middle on foot, then walked to the emergency vehicle.
There were probably a couple trees that were like 36 inches in diameter, so fairly large, robust trees. With her family's help and with our help, we were able to help kind of hoist her up over a couple, and she did, to her credit, she did the bulk of the work herself, so it was pretty amazing, to be honest with you.
Crazy night.
Incredible story there. The chief raced them to the hospital where mom delivered a healthy baby boy. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver attended the Blazers game against the Utah Jazz on Friday night after the Oregon legislature approved funds for the renovation of the Moda Center. Earlier this month, state lawmakers passed Senate Bill 1501, which gives the state joint ownership of the Moda Center with the city of Portland. It also provides a mechanism to secure $365 million for renovation of the 30-year-old building. During his visit, Silver met with local officials about the next steps, including Senator Ron Wyden, who said their meeting at the game was, quote, very positive.
I think he saw our spirit and saw that it's just a tremendous opportunity for the league as well as for us.
The Blazers have maintained that the arena needs to be renovated to attract bigger events like the NBA All-Star Game and future NCAA tournament games. The estimated total cost of the project is $600 million. And speaking of the Moda Center and the NCAA tournament, it's the site for the first and second rounds of March Madness. Now, the first games will tip off on Thursday with 5th-seeded Wisconsin taking on the 12-seed High Point. Then it will be the 4-seed Arkansas taking on the 13th-seeded Hawaii. Also on Thursday, Gonzaga coming back as the number 3 seed. They're taking on 14th-seeded Kennesaw State. And then BYU, the 6th seed, they will face off against the winner of the play-in game between Texas and NC State. And now the Cougars, they've got A.J. DeBonsa on their team, who is pretty good. He's projected to be one of the top picks in next year's NBA draft. And the Big 12 is swapping out its new high-tech glass basketball court for the old hardwood floors after some players said that it was too slippery and causing issues with the traction. The Big 12 commissioner says after consulting coaches that they would be replacing that court and going back to the hardwood. So it's 8:08. We're going to get over to Rod for a look at the forecast. I don't know. I used to play basketball. Playing on glass feels just dangerous and not like something I would enjoy.
That's fair.
I mean, I know it's all high tech and everything, but maybe let's just worry about the player safety.
I mean, the courts have definitely gotten more, they're trying to make them so they catch your attention.
Yeah,
without
absolutely, for sure.
Yeah. Here's a look at our Chehalem tasting room camera out in Sherwood. You can see the sun right there breaking through the cloud deck. It's going to be a day with increasing sun, all dry, and a big-time warm-up today. We're at 44 right now. Here's, you can tell it's kind of partly cloudy. This is the end of the Oregon Trail Interpretive Center down in Oregon City. Clearly no frost on the grass because temperatures are in the 40s. Oregon City, good morning. You are at 44 degrees right there. Salem's now at 46, Canby 46, and McMinnville, good morning to you, 45. Here we go with a really warm day. Everybody's dry. There are thick clouds along the coast right now, especially up north. Radar's been showing some rain. I haven't seen anybody reporting it, and clouds are expected, even in Astoria, to thin somewhat with a high of 54. You get inland, 73 in Eugene, 70 in Albany, 70s over in Bend and Madras, Sun River 67, 65 out in John Day. Overall, the warmest spring, well, it's not spring yet, but the warmest day we have seen so far. Okay, how's that? 68 the high. Tomorrow's St. Patty's Day, 64. Cloudiness, an ongoing threat of some rain just clipping us. Most of the rain tomorrow, Wednesday, will be up to our north. We have a more likely chance of rain going into Friday. Notice the 60-degree highs right now. The upcoming weekend looks to be all dry. And, of course, Friday is the start of the spring season. Here's Chris McGinnis.
I'm sure most of us looking forward to that. All right, on a serious note, I want to get you updated on this traffic alert in Polk County. Highway 18 is closed right now because of a serious crash about 1 mile west of Valley Junction. ODOT says this crash happened at about 6:15 or so. They expect this to possibly be a lengthy closure. It's already going on 2 hours here. There is a local detour set up. We have no word on injuries or the extent thereof, but obviously follow the detour signs there. All right, over on the west side, TV Highway right now, eastbound, got a fender bender right near the on-ramp to 217 South, so there's a little local slowing getting around that. The west side freeways are, of course, slow and steady coming in from Hillsboro on the inbound Sunset to the tune of about 21 minutes. And last but not least, your I-5 drive through North Portland, that could still use a little help. We're looking at about 18 minutes now to get you in from Main Street to the Fremont Bridge. Matthew?
Chris, thank you.
But we're happy to
From
be part
heartfelt
of this.
speeches to stunning live performances, the Oscars were filled with unforgettable moments, which you may have missed from last night's show after the break. And with St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, the city of Portland wants to make sure that you get home from bars and parties safely. How to get coupons on Ubers and Lyft rides coming up at 6:30.
I'm Matthew Herchick, new morning anchor at KGW. I'm a huge sports fan, and I know I might be from the Buckeye State, but I'm excited to explore what the Rose City has to offer. I want to make sure you're prepared for the day, whether it's bringing you breaking news or sharing those inspirational stories that make you smile. We've got you covered. Because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to Portland's #1 streaming newscast, Sunrise, weekday mornings from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yeah.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW+.
Well, in case you missed it, last night was Hollywood's biggest night, the 98th Oscars, and it was a night full of historic wins. NBC's Mark Barger recaps some of the best moments.
The Oscar goes to One Battle After Another.
A dark comedy about political resistance took top honors at the Academy Awards. Best Picture among its 6 wins, including Best Supporting Actor for Sean Penn and Best Director for Paul Thomas Anderson.
What a night. You guys, let's have a martini. This is pretty amazing.
Michael B. Jordan.
Best Actor was among the 4 honors on the night for the vampire saga Sinners.
Thank you, everybody in this room and everybody at home, for supporting me over my career. I feel it.
Also feeling it was Ryan Coogler.
Everybody, all my cast and crew, please stand up. You guys are amazing.
His first career Oscar for Sinners' original screenplay, while Sinners' Autumn Durwald Arkapaw became the first woman to win Best Cinematographer.
I'm so honored to be here.
No surprise for Best Actress.
Jessie Buckley.
The Hamnet stars win, coming on the British Mother's Day.
So I would like to dedicate this to the beautiful chaos of a mother's heart.
The night's other winners included a jovial Amy Madigan.
This is great.
Best Supporting Actress for Weapons.
Golden.
While Best Original Song and Best Animated Feature went to K-pop Demon Hunters.
Buddy, what fun we had storming the castle.
Billy Crystal's tribute to filmmaker Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle Singer, part of a poignant segment honoring film legends lost. Barbara Streisand made a rare appearance.
The way we were.
To honor the memory of friend and co-star Robert Redford. Part of a night Hollywood saluted its best. Mark Barger, NBC Entertainment.
We're new this morning. Saturday marks the start of Whale Watch Week along the Oregon coast. The event runs from Saturday, March 21st through the 29th. Volunteers and rangers will be stationed at 15 sites along the coast to help visitors spot whales and their calves. The Whale Watching Center in Depot Bay will also be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. There you can enjoy interactive whale exhibits. This year, 13,000 gray whales are expected to pass by the Oregon coast as they travel back to Alaska. Wonder how they track that number.
When you see that, what do they call that? The fluke? The tail fin come out of the water?
I call it the tail, but...
Sure.
I was going to say, that's just me.
That works
I don't
too.
know. I'm not a scientist.
That's awesome.
No, it is.
It looks very cool.
I've gone out on the boats out of Depot Bay before. We did it years ago, and the day we went out, we saw quite a few blowholes, and I've never seen, what are they, when the blow,
They spit the water out?
Yeah. You see the round spot that forms basically on the surface of the water. It's
and you're like, oh, it's
yeah. I've never seen a whale breach. I've never seen them jump out of the water.
Oh,
It should be
okay,
really
okay.
cool.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Get
All
out
right,
there when
that
you can.
starts, what'd you say,
The
Saturday,
21st.
this coming weekend.
Yeah,
Okay.
But not on
Yep.
the 20th.
Now the 20th.
right,
Yeah.
right? That was like
21st.
very precise
Well,
dates.
the 20th, we've got our hands full anyway, because we're going to be celebrating spring. That's this coming Friday. All right. Well, from celebrating spring to the opposite. These are current temperatures. Des Moines was at 8, now they're at 10. Fargo was at 0, now at 6. You've had tornado warnings this morning in Georgia. You have stormy weather expected up and down the East Coast today in terms of thunderstorm activity. And the difference of air, 64 right now in D.C. ahead of the front and 21 in St. Louis behind it, is amazing. You've still got winter storm and blizzard warnings up across parts of the Great Lakes. So this is really cold. It's in the 30s all the way down into Dallas this morning. So we're the opposite. We're looking at really warm weather, which brings me to the fact that it's 46 degrees right now at Government Camp, Highway 26 up on Mount Hood. With some light moisture around tomorrow potentially, and again Wednesday potentially, snow level this week up in the high country will generally be at 8,000 feet and above. So the only precip you will get anywhere in the Cascades at the resorts or pass level this week will be raindrops through the day Friday. Here's what's going on. Clouds streaming up, and then they're spilling in around the outer periphery of an upper level high into our area. The cloud flow is expected to thin. There it goes, and move to our north today. So we will get increasing sunshine here in the valley. A mix of cloudiness out east, but everybody here in Oregon is expected to go on to be dry today with really warm temperatures. Now, this flow pattern that sends the clouds arcing more to our north today kind of flattens out the next couple of days, and that opens the door for some of this rain that will largely be to our north all week, but at times it will come to the south and just clip especially Portland and maybe at times as far south as Salem. This is tomorrow morning, and then during the day, this lifts it to the north. Here's Wednesday, which basically kind of holds it to the north. Other models show the rain, instead of holding to our north at times, again coming into our area. So we're going to be in that touch and go pattern in the coming days. Here's the shot of the water coming through the dam out in the Dalles from the Oregon Vetrosome camera. 40 degrees is the number there. Pretty cherry blossom colors emerging out on our, in front of the Capitol. Down in Salem, 46 is the number. Portland, 47. Kelso, 48. The table is set for a warm day. Check this out. Check it out. Look at this. Corvallis 72, Salem 71. We have mid to upper 60s in Southwest Washington. Portland is 68. And the rain chances, but look at the temperatures through Friday every day, could hit 60 or better. Here's Chris.
That Salem sky camera with the cherry blossoms is going to be awesome in the next week or so. All right, from that to, of course, we're still dealing with the residuals and the whatnot from the atmospheric river last week. And so we do have active landslides. The historic Columbia River Highway east of Corbett still closed. You saw Devin Haskins up in the West Hills earlier this morning. Southwest 45th Drive, that's closed at Taylor's Ferry. A section of Fairmont closed near Mount Adams drive as well. Over on the west side, the floodgates are still down. This is kind of a normal thing when we get a lot of rain, but in any event, south of Forest Grove, Fernhill Road still closed. There's the snapshot from ODOT. And in the Gaston area, Gaston Road closed between Spring Hill and Gaston once again due to high water. We do have a traffic alert in Polk County. We've been following this for the last little while now. Since 6:15, Highway 18 has been closed 1 mile west of Valley Junction because of a serious crash. ODOT says there is a local detour set up around that, but no estimate as to when that road is going to be reopened. Locally, the Freeway Drive, we've got one trouble spot. This is TV Highway eastbound near the on-ramp to 217 South. There's a fender bender there, so some local slowing, a little slow at the Sylvan Hill as well. But otherwise, our morning drive on the freeways is back to what you would typically expect on a Monday morning. Nothing way out of whack just yet.
Okay, Chris, thank you.
There's certain things, especially at time of the month, where it's close, you know, don't have much money, so come here and take eggs, milk, something out of the pantry, and it works.
As the KGW Great Food Drive continues, we're learning about the ways your donations directly impact our community. After the break, we're meeting the folks behind the Naya Family Center and how it helps Native American families get food connected to their culture.
Hi, I'm Christine Padawanich. I'm a journalist at KGW, and I love exploring Portland's amazing food scene. New spot? I'm there. So I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all, and that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still, it moves. It moves you to act, to vote, to volunteer, to speak up, or to lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the good stuff that stays with you wherever you are. And at KGW, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Portland.
The KGW Great Food Drive is still going on right now, and because of your generosity, organizations across our area are benefiting from your donations to help the Oregon Food Bank. Now, as Devin Haskins shows us, one of those groups is making sure Native American families can access food connected to their culture.
For over 50 years, the Naya Family Center has supported the Native American community in Portland.
We have everything from prenatal to elder care services. We offer foster care services. We offer youth advocacy, college and career services. We have multiple affordable housing properties.
And much, much more. In the back of Naya's campus on Northeast Columbia Boulevard sits a 2-acre garden that's growing in size and growing vegetables waiting to be harvested. The vegetables are used to feed the students and elders, as well as fill the food boxes that are filled daily and distributed to about 200 homes each month.
So here is our dry pantry, so we have all of our shelf-stable foods.
Foods like rice and beans and several other main staples line the shelves of their food pantry. It's been around for over 15 years. Liana LeVay is the community food coordinator for Naya Family Center.
What we are able to consistently have on the shelves because of Oregon Food Bank is like a lot of staples that kind of every household would utilize, some like very good food basics that are very versatile.
But there's more to this pantry than rice and beans.
We have a variety of different frozen and refrigerated items.
Grants from the food bank have helped Naya purchase local salmon, bison, and elk, also known as first foods. Things like these jars of locally caught canned salmon go fast.
First foods for Native American people can be anything from, like we said, like berries, salmon, things we grow in the ground here at NAYA. We try to incorporate food from as many tribes as we can grow specifically here that would actually be successful in growing.
Food sovereignty is the main focus of NAYA's food pantry.
There's certain things, especially at time of the month, where it's close, don't have much money, so come here and take eggs, milk, something out of the pantry, and it works.
For elders like Marie Miles, she'll also find food she doesn't often come across, like the elk and the bison.
They eat off the land, they give back to the land, so it's, as a person living in the city, I don't get that often.
And it's through these first foods that she says have helped bridge the past with the present.
As a youngster, I didn't really understand it that much, but as I've grown older, it's closer now.
In Portland, Devin Haskins, KGW News.
And our goal during this year's food drive is to collect enough donations to provide more than 1 million meals to local people and families in need. One way you can help is by giving online at kgw.com/food drive. A $25 donation can provide a week's worth of meals for a family. All week long, Pacific Automation will be matching the donations up to the first $5,000. We want to thank local Toyota dealers, Pacific Office Automation, Rivermark Community Credit Union, and Safeway for supporting this year's food drive. We'll be back in just 3 minutes.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
I'm Trina Green, a morning anchor at KGW and new dog mom to this sweet guy. Meet Barry. I love getting your mornings off to a great start, whether it's sharing stories of resilience and triumph in our community, or following breaking news from Beaverton to Gresham and everywhere in between. We've got you covered, because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to KGW Sunrise, weekday mornings from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
Good morning, I'm Matthew Herchik. Washington County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a hit-and-run crash that broke a person's leg. It happened just before 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon near the intersection of Northwest Shadow Hills Lane and Oak Knoll Place. Multiple people called 911 after seeing a dark SUV speeding before they hit a person and drove away. Deputies believe the vehicle is a Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Anyone with information is asked to call the Sheriff's Office. Headed over to Rod now for a look at our weather. Rod.
Thank you, Matthew. Good morning. If you're a cherry blossom lover, it's getting to be your time of the year. You can see the blossoms gaining steam in front of the state capitol down in Salem. We have kind of mostly cloudy skies with enough breaks to bring in a little bit of sunshine. That was Salem. Here's Vancouver, the Springs at the waterfront. Again, a lot of cloud cover. We will be seeing increasing sunshine, 55 degrees at noon. 68 would be by 6 degrees, the warmest we have seen so far this year. We have rain chances returning tomorrow.
Well, the newest member of the Rose Festival Court is Nia Moore from Central Catholic High School. Nia is a senior at Central Catholic and plans to attend a four-year university to study health sciences. During her high school career, she was on honor roll, varsity cheer, varsity song leader, and track and field. She was also in the Science National Honor Society and the American Sign Language Honor Society. She's also won multiple Cheer Association awards, and her favorite place to visit in Portland is the Oregon Humane Society to see the kitties. They just keep making me feel so bad about my high school career.
Good for them. I mean, they have a laundry list of accomplishments, and they just getting longer and longer and longer.
Good for her.
Anyway, this just in reading your script. She was also voted Best person in the entire universe, actually. That was the title.
Yeah, right,
Best person.
Most likely to kick these three guys off the anchor desk, too, right?
No kidding. Not going to take much.
All right, and then here we sat.
Yeah.
We all went to high school, didn't we?
We got through it.
Okay. Here's our Salem sky camera. Again, cherry blossoms are really starting to pop and become pretty out there. 46 degrees is the temperature. Here's the Rose City camera. A lot of clouds, but there are thin spots, and we believe to see increasing sunshine today, which will warm us up. This is a warm batch of air that's starting to take hold. We're at 47, so that's a very comfortable start. We'll be mid-50s at noon, increasing sun into that time. And there's today's high, 68 degrees. Again, the warmest we've been so far this year is 62. So this will feel really warm. And for the most part, the winds will be light from the south, which will help make it feel warm. Here are the temperatures statewide at 4 p.m. this afternoon, showing 74 in Bend. It's already partly cloudy over there. Going to be a gorgeous day. Eugene should easily hit 70. Albany could do it. Salem could do it. This shows Portland 66 at 4. I have us getting up to 68. And we have solid clouds north coast especially right now. Those clouds also expected to thin out somewhat. This shows that story up to about 55. So the week ahead, all dry today, mid to upper 60s to maybe 70 where you are. Crazy. Then St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wednesday. Both days that we either get clipped with a little bit of passing rain at times or the rain stays to our north. I think we get into a better rain chance dropping south Thursday and especially into Friday when a front comes through. And then right now the upcoming weekend looks to be dry. But if this forecast is correct, this will be the warmest day or warmest week of the year by far so far. Here's Chris.
All the flowers are going to be coming out, right? And the watering eyes and the sneezy noses and all that kind of stuff. All right, we do have some trouble right now on the west side. It looks like, I'm not sure if this is a traffic stop or a fender bender, westbound on the Sunset between Cedar Hills Boulevard and Murray. So that drive is running a little thick. Meanwhile, the eastbound commute, I mean, that's normally slow. And there you go, case in point, Exhibit A there in the upper left-hand part of your screen. So 23 minutes right now will get you in from Hillsborough. The other trouble spot that we have, ODOT again having Highway 18 closed right now west of Valley Junction because of a serious, potentially serious injury crash. That crash happened at about 6:15 this morning. There is a local detour set up. Again, it's 1 mile west of Valley Junction. We'll keep you posted on that. The rest of the drive, not in too bad a shape. A little slow out of Clark County right now. That's normal. 18 minutes right now will get you in from Main Street to the Fremont Bridge.
Okay, Chris, thank you. And developing this morning, the Washington County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding the driver who hit an injured person with their car, then drove off. Devin Haskins has those details.
Washington County Sheriff's deputies investigating a hit and run that injured a person and breaking their leg, sending them to the hospital. They want you to take a look at this video that they shared with us to see if you recognize the vehicle that they say is involved. They say this happened just before 2 p.m. on Sunday near the intersection of Northwest Shadow Hills Lane in Oak Knoll Place. Several doorbell cameras captured a car speeding through the neighborhood. This caused multiple people to call 911 after seeing a dark SUV speeding before they hit a person, then took off. Deputies believe the vehicle is a Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT, likely, they say, from the year 2021 or 2022. They are asking that if you know anything about this case or recognize the vehicle involved, to give them a call. I'm Devin Haskins, KGW News.
Meanwhile, in Salem, a woman was found dead Sunday morning after she was reported missing. Salem police say 93-year-old Hisako Gons never returned from an early morning walk. With the help of a tracking canine, they found her about 200 yards away from her family's apartment, which is near the intersection of Gaffin Road Southeast and Cordon Road Southeast. At this point, there's no criminal investigation. A driver is in custody for vehicular assault after causing a crash on southbound I-5 near Woodland last night. Now, this happened just before 7:30 and fully blocked the on-ramp from Dyke Road. The car that was hit ended up falling about 200 feet down an embankment. That driver and a passenger were rescued and taken to the hospital. That on-ramp has since reopened.
This is the biggest health epidemic, I think, that people don't even know about yet.
For months, our investigative team has been tracking the impact of nitrous oxide, or laughing gas, in our communities. The dangerous drug is easy to buy at gas stations and convenience stores and is often sold in large, colorful tanks with candy-like flavors. But health experts say it can lead to addiction, serious health problems, and in some cases, even death. Now lawmakers in Olympia have passed a bill which is waiting for the governor's signature that would make Washington the second state in the nation to ban the sale of nitrous oxide. Louisiana is the other. Now, under the bill, selling or distributing nitrous oxide would be a gross misdemeanor. There are some exceptions, including for legitimate use, such as medical, dental, or culinary.
I absolutely hope other states follow our lead and just get rid of this. It's not acceptable to have this dangerous product for sale at gas stations and convenience stores.
Last week, Oregon lawmakers passed a bill making it tougher for kids to access laughing gas, but at the time, those lawmakers admitted that more could be done. But tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, which means the city of Portland is taking extra steps to make sure people get home from festivities safely. To do that, the city is giving out coupons for ride shares and taxis. Last year, they distributed 3,000 coupons and said there were no DUI-related deaths over the holiday.
That takes its toll. It takes its toll on the officers, the family, and sometimes these victims who are killed in the crashes are well-loved members of the community. So this is why I really want to send it home. Please don't drink and drive. We don't want any more of these to happen.
Now, today and tomorrow, you can get $10 off your Uber or Lyft ride and $20 off taxi rides between 6:30 p.m. and 2:30 a.m. All rides must start in Portland city limits to be eligible for the coupon. Other affordable options to get home include Portland streetcar, the Max, and the bus. And the St. Patrick's Day people starting to celebrate a little early with the 37th annual St. Patty's Day Parade. Folks met outside the Beverly Cleary School at Northeast 33rd and Hancock and walked a little more than a half mile to Northeast 17th, then looped back where the parade started. Now, it wasn't as big of a crowd as Sunday's Shamrock Run, but the parade continues to draw visitors both young and old.
First time here, yeah, but having fun, living it up with the family, with my friends, so it's been a great time.
So I started this 37 years ago with my lovely and talented wife Julie here because her family is Irish, and there's only one time a year that I get to call myself Irish, and that's on Parade Day.
He says even after 37 years, it never gets old. And we mentioned the Shamrock Run over the weekend. Thousands of people filled the streets of downtown for the event. More than 18,000 people took part in either the half marathon, the 8K, 5K, walk, and kids run. The winners of the 8K were awarded their weight in beer. The Shamrock Run is the city's largest running event and has been going on since 1979. And our very own Chris McGinnis participated in the run, and you still made it in on a Monday.
Yeah, I mean, well, we had lots of KGW folks out there as well. It was a great, and you know, it can be hit or miss, right, this time of the year. I mean, we've had years where it has been a deluge or a deluge just before, and it's been cold. A couple years ago, it was hot. Yesterday was actually pretty good. I got my little leprechauns out there for the leprechaun lap, too. That was super fun. All right, back to the drive right now. On the west side, we've got a fender bender right now. It looks like westbound on the Sunset between Cedar Hills Boulevard and Murray Boulevard. So there's a little bit of westbound slowing there. Of course, the eastbound drive is a little tight as well. We're still dealing with the aftermath of last week's atmospheric river, which dumped inches of rain across the northwest. Active landslides, these have been well documented. Historic Columbia River Highway east of Corbett still closed. Southwest 45th Drive in Portland near Taylor's Ferry, that's closed. Southwest Fairmont Boulevard up in the West Hills near Mount Adams Road, that's closed. All because of active slides. And we still have high water areas too. This is the floodgates are down on Fernhill Road south of Forest Grove. That's the snapshot from ODOT. So that remains closed. And in the Gaston area, Gaston Road closed because of high water between Highway 47 and Southwest Spring Hill Road. We do have an ongoing traffic alert right now in Polk County. Highway 18 west of Valley Junction is closed because of a serious injury crash. Matthew, that crash happened around 6:15 this morning. It is still closed. ODOT doesn't have an estimate for reopening, but there is a local detour set up on Highway 18. We'll keep you posted.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that, Chris. Thank you. Local farmers are working with the Oregon Food Bank to help end hunger. How it all works, plus details on the ways you can help their cause when we get back in just 3 minutes.
Hey everybody, here at ShopTVDeals.com, we love to bring you products that actually are gonna make your life easier and keep you safe. We've all been there, right? You're rushing to the house in the morning, get to the car, boom, dead battery. Nothing worse than that because you have to depend on the kindness of strangers to get a jump start or wait for the tow guy and pay him a lot of money. Why would you go through all that when you can just use this? Let me introduce you to the Miro Ultra Safe Jump Starter. It's the size of a palm of my hand. Why would you deal with these long cables when this will do the same thing more safely for you, just like this? You basically charge it just like a cell phone. Then you see this flap here with the car on it. You lift it up and then you plug in these much smaller cables like this into the device and you are ready to jumpstart your own battery. What I love about this too, safety features. You see this red and this green light here. When you're doing it right, it will flash just green. And if you do it wrong, you'll know it immediately. Red light and that beep. So you'll know when you're making a mistake, no risk of shocks, no risk of sparks. This really does keep you safe on the road. And the features don't stop there. Check it out. This also acts as a power bank, multiple chargers to charge your devices there and a flashlight. So if you're stuck in the dark on the side of the road with a low battery in your cell phone, this jump starter has you covered in more than one way. We have a great deal for you here, 25% off, $59.99. That's a lot less than what it costs for the tow guy to come out. Scan that QR code or go to ShopTVDeals.com.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
It's certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
Well, this morning, we're kicking off another season of our Fresh from Oregon series where we highlight the state's agriculture. And today we're looking at how farmers across Oregon are helping to end hunger. Christine Pitawanich has the story.
We're located in the Mid-Columbia, in the Dalles, Oregon specifically. We grow cherries on about 2,500 acres. So we start with varieties like Chelands, we have Bings, we have Cordias, Reginas. So
Brenda Thomas is president of the more than century-old Orchard View Farms. It's one of a number of farms across Oregon that contribute their product to the nonprofit Farmers Ending Hunger, now in its 20th year.
About 10 years ago, I believe John came to visit us and gave us an education on what Farmers Ending Hunger was, and we signed right up and started donating.
Our mission is to bring more high-quality food products directly from farmers and ranchers to the Oregon Food Bank and the Oregon Food Bank Network.
John Burt, executive director of Farmers Ending Hunger, says over the last 2 decades, the nonprofit has delivered about 40 million pounds of food.
So we're talking large, truckload quantities of stuff that the farmers donate. Cattle, hamburger, baking mix from the sales of wheat. It's fresh, locally grown, high quality, and it comes right out of harvest. It's the same quality that you get in a store.
And he says right now, hunger is huge and the need is high.
It's higher than it's ever been.
At Orchard View Farms, over the past decade, they've donated more than 1 million pounds of cherries.
The more cherries we get to share, the more joy we get to have for people.
Farmers spreading the love and feeling good about giving.
And farming these days is really tough. It's really, really tough with the headwinds that we all have to face. But when you have extra food, you still want to share it. Isn't that what everybody's supposed to do? When you have extra food, you share.
Love that sentiment. Now, if you'd like to help, John Burt says there are a couple ways. First, if you happen to have extra fruit or vegetables that you've grown at home and you don't want to waste them, maybe find a pantry that might need the produce. Another way, donate to Farmers Ending Hunger. There are costs associated with transportation and packaging. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Christine Pitawanich, KGW News.
8:47, time to check in on the weather with Rod Hill, who's standing on the KGW weather deck. Gotta be pretty nice up there right now, Rod.
It's not bad. We're up on the deck. I'm looking around. It's definitely cloudy over Portland, but we are dry up here on the deck. Brought to you by Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking. If it were raining, I would be dry. It's not raining, which is almost disappointing. Because of that, here's a look at how much rain is going to be coming our direction this week. Now, we are going to be dry today, so the next rain chance develops tomorrow morning. And as you look at this map, these are numbers that potentially could fall from tomorrow all the way into the day Friday night. Here's a pattern that we're in, clouds streaming up into us, but the cloud flow today is going to be thinning out. Futurecast shows that. So here it is. You're going to see this plays through 1 o'clock. See the thinning clouds? This is a warm day developing with increasing sun, but as we play this into tomorrow morning, now you see the green. That's rain just clipping us. Most of the rain today is most of the rain this week, pardon me, will actually be north of our area up into Washington and Seattle. Let's play it again, and this will take you into the day Wednesday. Now Wednesday, one more push of the button will show that the rain, if this is correct, is mainly to our north. But other models go, well, no, even some of that Wednesday rain could come down to Portland or as far south of Salem. So we're just going to play the game as we go to the next map of seeing possible rain areas just clipping us this week, but lots of dry time overall probably. Here's the sunniest camera we have. It's 40 with morning sunshine out in the Dalles area from the Oregon Veterans Home camera. Here are the other temperatures. Nobody's cold. I mean, Burns at 33, okay. But look at Bend, 54. Look at Salem, 46. Look at Portland, 47, and 48 up in Kelso. Our weather temperatures today, high temperatures, could hit 70 in the mid to south valley. It shows Corvallis 72 and Salem 71. The forecast hinged on the increasing sunshine pattern with light south winds. Southwest Washington, there's no rain chance. That auto plot is off. We're dry today. This shows Vancouver 68 and Battleground 66. Should be a nice increasing Sunday for you folks as well. All right, here come our 7-day numbers, and they are pretty big ones actually. 68 today, if we make it, would be the warmest of the year so far. The warmest we've been, 62, so we're definitely going to go flying past that. And then we have the rain chances starting tomorrow, but there's no real likely widespread rain until we get more into Thursday and especially into Friday. At this point, the upcoming weekend looks to be dry. All right, from the weather deck, let's start our weather birthday celebration. We have a 1-year-old, and it's Maggie. Happy birthday to you. 1 year old today. And also celebrating today is Anaya, who is 7. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a really fun day. And that's our list. Send us your photos of birthdays at KGW.com, and we will celebrate with you. I tell you what, Chris, we're in the 40s. There's really not a breath of wind. Feels pretty good outside.
When that sun comes out, man, ooh, that's going to be something today. All right, we still have a couple of slow spots out there on the freeway, so let's track them for you. First off, though, I want to talk about this. A serious injury crash right now has a section of Polk County Highway closed. Oregon Highway 18 right now remains closed at last check west of Valley Junction. This crash happened around 6:15 this morning. ODOT says there is a local detour set up around that, but obviously getting to the coast, Central Coast anyway, through Highway 18, be prepared for that. No word on any injuries or the extent thereof, but you get the idea that there's obviously some quite seriousness to this, given that it's been closed for 3+ hours. All right, back over to the east side, northbound 205, running a little thick near Johnson Creek Boulevard. Not bad, 15 minutes gets you in from Clackamas to the Banfield. There's a look at the Banfield coming through the Hollywood District. That's a little thick as well. Right now you're driving from Troutdale at last check, about 27 minutes from Troutdale to the I-5 split. We'll be right back.
I'm David Mulco, the evening anchor at KGW. Though when I'm not working, I like to spend as much time as possible out here in nature. So I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. You see, what happens here affects us all, and that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still, it moves. It moves you to act, to vote, to volunteer, to talk about it, to speak up, or to lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at KGW, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Portland.
We're to wrap up our top stories this morning. Washington County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a hit-and-run crash that broke a person's leg. It happened just before 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon near the intersection of Northwest Shadow Hills Lane and Oak Knoll Place. Multiple people called 911 after seeing a dark SUV speeding before they hit a person and drove away. Deputies believe the vehicle is a Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Anyone with information is asked to call the sheriff's office. Lawmakers in Olympia have passed a bill that would make Washington the second state in the nation to ban the sale of nitrous oxide. Under the bill, selling or distributing nitrous oxide would be a gross misdemeanor. That bill is waiting for the governor's signature. And to keep people safe this St. Patrick's Day, you can get $10 off your Uber or Lyft and $20 off taxi rides between 6:30 p.m. and 2:30 a.m. today and tomorrow. All rides must start in Portland city limits to be eligible for the coupon.
And right now it's not bad outside, it's just outdoors. There's not really any wind. We're in the 40s. Today's high is 68 with increasing sunshine. Shower chances return tomorrow, but it'll be kind of hit and miss with most of the rain the next couple of days staying to our north.
And we've got the traffic alert in Polk County. I've got some new information in from Oregon State Police calling this a serious injury crash involving 2 head-on vehicles on Highway 18 west of Valley Junction. The road has been closed since about 6:15 this morning. No word on or an estimate on a reopening. ODOT does have a local detour set up. We'll certainly keep you posted on that. The freeway drive this morning, you know what? We could do worse on a Monday morning. I don't have any major unexpected delays right now. I-5 from Wilsonville, about 22 minutes. I-5 from Clark County, 14 minutes. Main Street to the Fremont Bridge.
All right, Chris. Well, thank you very much. And we got the first day of spring on Friday,
Yes.
but it's already starting to warm up and already starting to feel like
68 today. Again, the warmest we've been is 62, so we're definitely, unless I'm really a bad forecaster, which is possible. We're going to go zooming by 62 today. Yeah.
All right.
Do the air conditioner maintenance here pretty soon.
Absolutely.
Right.
Hey, a reminder that you can watch Sunrise every day live exclusively here on KGW Plus starting at 7 o'clock. We do also have another added half hour of news at 12:30 and 5:30 right here on Plus. We hope to see you then and hope you have a great day, everyone. See you tomorrow morning.